Hi everyone, Lilith here with Triple Waterways. Some musings from the magical to the mundane and the mundane to the magical. We go direct tomorrow. Venus retrograde is finally coming to a close. It's been an intense one. I've seen a lot of people really feeling it. And a lot of times when we have that stuff stirring here that we need to work out within ourselves and work out with other people, that creates, quite a bit of anxiety. So excuse the background noise. We have construction happening today. How does that feel for you? How are you feeling with everything? And Mercury is going to go direct on the 15th. So we have these overlapping retrogrades, and I know it's been challenging for some, and others have just been kind of, floating through it. And the big message here is, retrogrades are our friend. They're not something to be feared. We're like, it's chaotic. And, sometimes that chaos actually shakes stuff out. Stuff that needs to be shaken out. Stuff that's going to actually be to your benefit down the road. And it sucks in the meantime, and it sucks when it's happening. But if you look back later, you're like, oh, that happened for that reason. Okay, cool. And then you move on. And as long as you get lessons out of it, that's all that matters. So, I thought I'd pull out the cards today since it's been a minute. This last week I was in residential conference. For those, as you know me, I'm always throwing my cards. For those who know me, I am in a PhD program in transformative social change, which people go, what the heck is that? And it's just a longer phrase for social justice. I am a deep believer in equity and justice. It's something that I've always fought for. It's something that I've always done in my work outside of readings and helping people find a path that suits them. And that's another thing I just want to put out, because I'm seeing this a lot on TikTok, and I'm a little newer to TikTok, and maybe it's the Gen X in me coming out, I don't know. But I keep seeing this gatekeeping. And in magic, unless it's a closed practice, unless you're looking at cultural appropriation, stop telling people what to do. That's some church stuff. Just please stop. All the paths will lead you to where you need to go, and there's many paths in magic. All of it's beautiful. We all make mistakes. I know there's a lot of baby witches out there like, oh, am I doing the right thing? What are the rules? At the end of the day, the only real rule is walk with integrity. It's not that hard to be a good person. Like, don't be shady, don't be toxic. And if you are being those things, like, work that stuff out. Like, go fix yourself. Don't hurt other people intentionally. Sometimes we hurt people unintentionally, but that's our opportunity to be accountable. That's our opportunity to grow. That's our opportunity to change our behavior. We can apologize, but you need to change the behavior, right? You need to right the action that happened. So anyways, okay, I'll put down my mom hat and pull some cards before I run out on this 10-minute recording. So I guess that rolls into the Venus retrograde. What are we learning here, folks, for the collective of Venus going direct? Oh, I like seeing that. Venus is also bigger than love. It's also finances. It's also beauty. So I've been wanting to cut my hair really bad. It's long. It's like past my waist. And I've had to resist the urge. So I'm kind of waiting on it. We have some really lovely cards coming out today, guys. All right, first up, things are going to get easier. Yay! And I think in part because we're slowly rolling out of retrogrades. Like the main ones that we're all kind of like, oi, is always, Venus, Mercury. It's going to get easier, guys. You can just put it down. If you're stressing about it, just literally put it down, even for a day, unless it's urgent, and breathe. I'm a big fan of telling people to rest. When we rest, we give our bodies the opportunity to calm our nervous system. And I'm also saying this as a person with complex PTSD, like I have to do this as a regular practice, which is breathing. And it's a super simple thing, but for those of us who struggle with anxiety or depression or other symptoms of diagnosis that we may have, or just life in general stressing us out, it's harder to do these things when you're in like the center of that storm, right? So with that being said, do your best. That's all you need to do. There's no perfection around any of this. Knight of Pentacles. This is a watch your money. So for those who have had, really big blessings come through during this time, don't be too frivolous. It's great to have the extra money, but be smart about it. That means, if there is a high yielding interest savings account you can put it in, or an investment that you can make, or hide it away for that rainy day in a jar, whichever feels best for you, do that. And there is more money a cometh. Something that's really great, this came up with some other people that I've spoken to recently too, is that they've had a lot of gossip around them. And I'm like, transmutation jar. I have one, and every time someone's talking smack, I get paid out, and I'm like, oh, thanks for the coin. Okay, you're gonna talk smack, it's just gonna pay me. So that's a suggestion for people. Money a cometh. So that is good stuff for love. This is your relationships. This is the lovers. We always like to look at the lovers as, our love relationship, our crush. This can mean that, but this is also our relationship with ourselves. This is our relationships with the world around us. This is our relationship with the earth. This is the evaluation. This is a beautiful card. I love this card. But these relationships, the love language, has been the evaluation during Venus in retrograde. So, and with Mercury being in retrograde, is to evaluate our communication, right? So take those two together, blend that together. Let that be an alchemy. Let that be the magic. Let that be as beautiful as this, right? That's what we're all seeking, right? So, good stuff. The Emperor. The Emperor always reminds me of the masculine divine. And we're always like, hex the patriarchy. Yes. That does not necessarily mean hex all men. Patriarchy is a social justice term. So people can understand where colonialism, where capitalism, where is that coming from? Where's the oppression coming from? Yes, the male entities have distributed a crap ton of really heinous stuff. I mean, look at the presidents of the United States. Look at that history, right? The difference is the emperor's leadership. So the men out here who are watching this, I really want you to take a moment and think about your balance. And for the women out there, we're stuck in our masculine selves a lot because we're having to take care of children, we're having to take care of the home, we're having to take care of finances. A lot of us do it alone. I was a solo mom. I know, I was in my masculine place for a long time, and it took me till now to actually be able to really tap into my feminine. There's also a gentleness in the masculine. Tap into that too. It just feels a little different, but there is a certain gentleness about it that's really beautiful. And stay with your determination. You got this. It's okay. Stay the course, one step at a time. It doesn't need to rush. Remember to breathe. Remember to rest. Remember to take those moments for yourself. It's not selfish to take care of yourself. You have to fill your cup. You have to put the oxygen mask on first. So I hope this reading is helpful for anybody it reaches. I do have an October, listen to me, say hi, Mercury retrograde, September offering. Go to my website, triplewaterways.com. You'll also find the Elements journals and the Mushroom Thought journal. there as well. And I hope you have a beautiful Saturday. Big love.